Welcome back to Search for Smiles, everybody. Welcome back, episode 3. I've done 3 episodes of this thing already. Isn't that crazy? 3. Tres episodes. Episodos? I'm not bilingual, but I'm hoping that's right. Anywho, welcome back to Search for Smiles. My name is Dustin, and this is episode 3. I appreciate everyone continuing to tune in and keeping this thing going. It means a lot. I hear a lot of support on social medias and people texting me how it was a good episode and stuff like that, and I'm going to continue to keep building. So today's episode is all about motivation wakes you up, discipline keeps you moving. It keeps you moving. All right, so motivation wakes you up, but discipline keeps you moving. It keeps you moving. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to kind of start with how I am mentally. Well, not mentally, but you know what I'm saying. Um, things changed, I feel like, in the past week, man. I'm really pounding stuff out. You can't see it, but over there I got a list. I got a list of things I want to do during the day and the week. So I keep crossing them off. I'm looking at my diet better. I got BC double A's in this John right here. BC double A's. BC double A's. Sound like I'm saying a battery, but they help you with muscle recovery and stuff like that. Been going to the gym more, trying to get back to where I not was, but better. Because when I played football, I had to gain weight and like get big and strong. I'm trying to just look more physique, have a better physique, I guess is what I'm saying. Still gain muscle and stuff like that. I want to be big and strong, but stuff physically, I say that's how it is. Mentally, I'm journaling more. And there's other things I'm going to get to that I've been doing later in this episode because it kind of ties in with the episode, if you know what I'm saying. So, as I said before, thank you for everybody that's continuing to watch and continuing to support me. And quick shout out to listeners who are showing up for themselves. It's not just me that I've been recently really starting to get into it, but I know a lot of people are really putting in effort. I would say they really are going after what they want, whether it may not be mentally or physically or it could be economically. Is that the right word? Like money wise? But money wise, I'm trying to do that too. I'm saving money. I'm trying to have a big semester, save money. Big semester, I mean, for the school year. I'm working, I'm saving up. I'm going to Connecticut soon. Mick, DeAndre, Alana, Alex, Zach, Jack, name a few. I'll be there July 11th. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so hyped about that because I'm gonna make an episode about this at one point with them actually. But those are my people. I mean, I grew up in Connecticut when I was in high school, so it was kind of the main growing up point. So I made all those good friends and stuff. So I'm very excited to go there. That's in what? What's that in? Just about a little less than a month already. Anywho, um, now we're gonna get into a serious thing. Um, so a question I ask myself, and I want to start asking other people, is what is the biggest change in your life that started with just one choice today, or in general, just one kind of turning point, I'd say. I mean, when you, it's kind of comparing when you ask yourself that question, when you didn't show up and when you did. When did you put in the effort and the motivation and the things you were going to say to reality? Or like me sometimes where I say, let me think of an example here. Like sometimes I want to be, I hate cardio, but that's going to get into this. Like sometimes I say, I'm going to run a mile. I'm saying it, but I never actually do it. I mean, it's motivation. I'm trying to say, you know what, today I'm going to run a mile, but I never disciplined myself to actually do it. So it's just an example of what is the big, when you didn't show up versus when you did. And then today, actually, I had a big workout at the gym. I was there for like an hour and a half, hitting back, buys, and tries. And then I hit a crazy ab workout, and then I actually did go on a walk and do what I was going to say. And it's now 9:22 in the evening, and I gotta make this now. I'm not making it sound like it's a bad thing, but it's something I want to do. I didn't really want to do this right now. I'm tired. I want to watch Love Island. Yes, I'm watching Love Island. I don't think I'm going to get too much into that, but I have my opinions. Back to the episode. Um, I mean, the power of small consistency, even if you just showed up tired or broken, I could say this goes a long way with me mentally. There's been a lot of times where I'm just drained mentally, and I wouldn't say like depressed, but I would say like in my bag. I was pretty upset and stuff like this happening, and I really didn't want to go. For an example, when I went to camp for football, college football camp, those schedules were long, man. We had a practice in the morning. I had a practice in the morning. I had a walkthrough later in the day. Then I had another walkthrough to go over the new plays. And then we had a special teams meeting. We had a team meeting. And then we also had a position meeting all in one day. This was for like 3 weeks. It was, people say it's the closest thing you can get to boot camp for the military. I mean, I'm not going to judge or whatever, but it was pretty dang hard. And I would lie to you if I said I didn't. I was okay. I want to do everything 100. I wanted to do everything. Like, no, dude. When it was 9 o'clock and I had to walk to the college building to go learn plays for the defense, dude, I was tired. And then when we got to Sundays, Sundays felt so long. That was the one day we didn't have anything to do. And those felt like those Sundays may have been the longest days of my life because I was so jam packed with everything every other day. But I mean, you just got to keep showing up for yourself. I remember Theo Vaughn said, "Nothing changes if nothing changes, man." I mean, and I hear that he's absolutely right. I believe that. I mean, just for an example, I'm only a week into this thing I'm trying to do, but I'm making a change. And when I say, let's make the example of, let's go with my physical appearance. And if I just kept doing what I was doing, nothing was going to change. Nothing was going to, I would have stayed the same size, weight, physique, all that. But I remembered when he said nothing changes if nothing changes, man. And he was right. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to see change right away, but I truly believe that I will. When I go to Connecticut, I believe I'm going to look different physically and mentally. I'm working on that too. So it's all kind of about showing up. It really is. And what I mean by what I'm saying by this, back to what I was originally saying, is that you need to you need to show up even when you don't want to. Like just yesterday, I didn't want to do anything. I really didn't. I still did stuff here and there. I forget what it was, but I was really kind of just like, man, I just want to lay in bed. I gotta record this episode. I made a promise I'm gonna go to the gym 4 times a week. I need to do this. And I got stuff done, but I look back on yesterday, comparing it today, man, it's a whole different story. I mean, today I'm tracking what I'm eating, making sure I get enough protein in. I went to the gym for an hour and a half. I took a walk. I'm recording an episode all in one day. And I mean, I guess you can say that's motivation, but I would say the discipline is showing up when you really don't want to. And that is something myself, I'm still trying to learn, I'd say. I have times, as I just said, like yesterday, I don't want to do anything. Back to camp, and I didn't want to get up at after my nap to go to this position meeting. I don't want to do certain things, but in life, you're not going to be able to do everything easy. I didn't want to go to PT for my elbow. I didn't want to go to class sometimes. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do that. I mean, I'd say sometimes, yeah, I may have not gone, but I don't think I was really disciplined then. And right now, I'm trying to build discipline, is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to continue with this by saying how my grind has been going. I mean, I've been going to the gym, as I said, 3 to 4 times a week now. I'm journaling every night. Every night I have a new journal entry. I mean, I have my notebook. This is my notebook where I write all my quotes and stuff that kind of help me through bad days, and my journal entries. It was once my let me see if I can find something here. Give me a minute. We got geology notes in the middle of the binder, but that's okay. I mean, as long as you write something, I feel like, I mean, I have sections of the journal for quotes and I have sections for journaling. I want to get an actual journal, like not just like a notebook you can get at Walmart, but something that can actually, is meant for journaling. But I'm showing up for myself, as I said before. I mean, my personal habits have changed too. I feel like, I know they say it takes 3 to 4 days to just take a something you want to do instead of making it seem like a chore. It takes like 3 to 4 days to become a routine. And I feel like I'm at that stage where it's now a routine. I'm tracking my diet. I can tell you what I ate today. I mean, I have my Fitness Pal. I'm drinking BCAAs and BAAs. I don't know. It's in my new mix I got, but I got that. I'm drinking protein drinks. I'm getting back on that. Taking creatine again. Just trying to show up for myself and show improvement. And a big thing that a big quote or something that sticks with me is discipline is more important than motivation. And I never really understand this until lately. When I thought motivation, I'm like, that's the main thing you can do. I'm motivated today. Motivation is something that lasts not a long period of time though, I would say. I mean, I can do research right now on my computer, but motivation is kind of just like a short-term feeling, just like happy, sad, mad, energetic. Those are short terms. And I feel like motivation is the same way. I believe discipline is the long run. Discipline is keep going. It's something that keeps showing up. As I said many times already, it's keep showing up when things get hard, or keep going to the gym, keep journaling, keep eating healthy, keep talking to people that make you feel good, keep doing these things that make you feel better even on the days you don't want to. I believe that is discipline. Discipline is pushing through. I mean, to talk about self respect or routine, I mean, I believe that me waking up, eating better, working out, and saving money, it's not just about results, it's about self worth. I would say everything here I just read, I struggled at some point in my life. I mean, eating better, I used to eat a lot when I was bulking and stuff with football, and then stuff happened where I really didn't eat at all during the day. I really there's some days I only got 500 calories max, and I know that's not good, but that's how it was. It was so inconsistent. And eating better, as I just said, I'm sorry, I just repeated myself, but waking up, there'd be times where I'd spend all night awake and I'd just be a zombie throughout the day. I'm still up late, but I'm being productive at that time. Like I said, it's 9:30 and I'm recording a podcast episode. It's not like I'm laying here doing nothing. I feel like I'm getting the most out of time that I have in my day. And when I go to bed, I'm always going to try to get for 7 to 10 hours. I don't know what the requirement is at my age, but something like that. If it means I sleep in, okay, I'm not crazy about that. Like, it's not a big problem, but I want to make sure I'm properly sleeping. And as I said, working out, I ever since my elbow, I really been inconsistent with it. I would say this because I was kind of afraid that something would happen when I work out with my elbow. I would have a fear that something may happen again or how painful it was. I mean, when I first got back into working out with my elbow, there was pain there for a lot longer than how it would feel compared to if I was sore. And that was just, I feel like, another excuse on why I didn't discipline myself, and it was more of just short-term motivation. Saving money, and this is a big one. I mean, I have a habit when I get a check, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna go buy myself something nice. And then I would realize, why did I just buy this? Sorry, mom. But it's true. And I kind of have a system now with saving money. I am a restaurant worker. I save all my tips in a little lockbox in my closet. I split my paychecks now to for daily use and savings down the line when I'm in college if I want to get an apartment and stuff like that. It's important. I never really had this in my life before. I'd be motivated like, "Oh, I'm not going to spend this." That motivation would last 2 days and I'd spend it, but there was discipline to it now. I really truly feel like in all what four of these things I'm being more disciplined than I ever was before. And it's a great feeling to have. I feel like it's rewarding. I mean, I feel like after this episode, looking back on what I did today, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, you did a lot of stuff today, and I'm proud of you. And you can go to bed knowing that you didn't waste a day. Because I say to a lot of people, every day above ground is a blessing. Every day that you're walking on this earth should be a blessing to you. And I know I'm not the best at that, even. I know I'm not the best at that to be appreciative of it. I've had days when I'm lazy and I'm upset and I don't want to do anything. And I probably need to listen to myself more. But I do have those days. It's okay to have those days, but just don't let that become your life, is what I would say to that. As I mentioned with my struggles with my past routines, with waking up, I would waste all my time. When I was up late, I wouldn't get much done. Eating better, when I was playing football, I would eat so many calories and just bulk and bulk and bulk. And after my elbow and other things happening in my life, I would eat little to none. I would eat 500 calories a day. Working out, I was inconsistent lately with my elbow for the past 2 years. It was bad. I mean, I was kind of afraid, and it was more of, is this going to be worth it if my elbow hurts? So I'm doing more PT and stuff with it, and I've noticed that it does feel better, and that I can do more of my gym routines and saving money. As I said, I would spend that John so quick, dude. Oh my god. I know I get paid tomorrow, and I'm gonna put that cash and save in my little check lockbox in my room, and I'm gonna uh percent percent split my paycheck into pieces so I know what I can spend and what I cannot spend. I mean, I'm gonna have some for the summer now. I'm gonna have some for Connecticut. It's low savings, and I'm gonna have some for college when I need to pay bills and stuff like that and buy books and future investments. And if I had to put a progress bar on my mentality and building towards something daily, I would look at my day like a progress bar. I feel like that is a very good visualization that you can have during the day. I mean, that's why I know you can't see it as I said before, but I have a list of about 12 things on the wall in the corner. And I would say four of them are daily, four of them are a couple things I want to do a week. Like one of them is work out 3 to 4 days a week. And then there's four things that I want to do once a week. I'm not going to read them, but I can give examples here in the upcoming minutes of the episode. But it's really something that you should really try with the progress bar. I mean, I think of what I got to do: wake up, brush my teeth, splash water on my face, breathe for a minute. That's progress made. Once I've done that, go to the gym, stretch, do your core, do your upper body, do lower body. I hate lower body, dude. My girlfriend's like, I love Bulgarians. I'm like, you're nuts. I hate Bulgarian, dude. She's like, she's very she loves those things. And I'm like, no. I told her I'd always do them with her, and I haven't yet. Probably need to do that soon, and I will have my legs shaking for days because when I do legs, I push hard and I feel like I can't walk for 3 days. But I guess that's another example of me not being disciplined. I should do legs more. So, but back to what I was saying with the progress bar workout, that's progress of the day made. Progress towards what I want to finish in the day. There we go. Editing Search with Smiles. That's progress being made. Recording this. Progress being made. I got to drink a certain amount of water. Progress. It's just like a checklist in your head. And then I know as time goes on and I stick to this, that list on the wall is going to become filled, and it's going to be a great feeling once I see all the check marks, the stars, and the X's. I do a star for every time I finish something in a week, like the once a week thing. I do a X for the 3 to 4 times a week thing, and I do a check for the daily things. When I see all that filled in, I'm gonna feel like I had a very productive summer and a very productive couple of months, and how it's gonna keep on building, and I'm gonna be so much better, not just physically, not just mentally, but overall. I'd say. I mean, real talk, you don't have to be perfect. I I've mentioned many times I was not perfect, and I'm still not perfect, and neither are you. You're not going to be perfect, and that's just what the reality is. And I really want people to know that, because that is something that's really important to me. There's times in my life where I think everything has to be perfect, where I have to please every single person and meet these requirements. But you just got to stay consistent. You need to stay consistent, man. And I've seen this after the past couple of days. I get joy when I see me being consistent. I read these books. I mean, I can pull a few right now. Here's some books that I read to help with my mind. I got Empty Out the Negative by Joel Osteen. Don't believe everything you think. Why your thinking is the beginning and ending of your suffering. The Anxiety First Aid Kit. The Intrusive Thoughts Toolkit. I read those because sometimes I be in my head and I think everything has to be perfect. But when I go to those, it reminds me you don't have to be a perfect human being. You just need to stay consistent, man. You got to stay consistent. And after a couple of days of trying this, I really see a difference, and hopefully I can stay with it. And if I don't, I know this is going to go out there to people, and I hope they do. I hope they see this and go, man, maybe this 21-year-old with the microphone, camera, laptop, ring light, LED lights, monitor is actually saying something. You know, look at me, I'm saying something. Maybe, or everyone could just ignore this, and that's okay too. So just stay consistent. No one's going to be perfect. And I will say that it's hard to do. I still haven't conquered it, but it's something that is harder to do than say. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then I feel like a big problem I have with this is because of one thing, and I'm gonna look for that right now. Just give me a second. I really feel like the telephone is something that I fall into a trap of that blocks out me getting progress done, of being more disciplined rather than motivated. Because I can sit here and watch TikToks of David Goggins saying who's going to carry the boats, or I could scroll and then it's Kevin Hart telling me, "Sun don't stop for nobody, man. The sun don't stop." I mean, I like that quote. It's one of my favorites, but those were inspiring me, but they never really kept me disciplined. I'm like, yeah, you know what? And that's like that dopamine hitting. It's like when you, let me get an example here. Dopamine hit. Um, Getting a 3 star in Clash Royale, like, yeah, but like, what in the grand scheme of things, what is this doing? I mean, I still fall into this trap. I mean, I call myself out on the constant scrolling and how it robs times and drain mental energy. When I'm, like I said before, of sleeping, sometimes I'll be in that bed at 9 o'clock and I'll just be sitting there with my feet up. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, oh, James Cook isn't re-signing with the Bills. Oh man. Oh no, the Steelers are going 9-8 for the 7th straight year. Man, that sucks. Hey, my sister posted a TikTok. Like, okay, come on now. Like, what are we doing? And that's something I fall in the realm of. I fall in that trap, and I'm trying to snap out of it. But let's say I am sitting here scrolling. I have trained myself to, if I see something I don't want to see, man, I don't need to see that. Oh my God, Jimmy! I can't let my glorious king fall. Back to what I was saying, why I threw the phone was because when I see something I don't need to see, I've gotten a lot better at, like, man, I don't need to see that. If it's like a text message, muted phone, I'd still say it pops up here and there. But people have helped me with it. My therapist, my friends, my girlfriend, when something's happening, is like, don't reply, don't say that, don't even acknowledge it. Like with me, I get like anxiety from Outlook emails from my school because it's like, oh no, the test the test grade has been posted, and my heart would be like, oh crap. But I learned to really kind of just mute those. What I mean by muting my Outlook is that, okay, I don't need random hits of things that could be good or bad or stuff like that throughout my day. I will mute them. I will go on my laptop in the evening, check my Outlook when I'm mentally ready, and see what I got to get done. And it's something that's really helped me when I maybe don't do as good on the test as I would want to, or stuff like that. And that's just a prime example of what helps me. I'm sure there's many things that could help you guys, and I hope you guys learn and try them. But that's just one thing that helps me. If it's you're spending too much time on Snapchat, it's just mute the notifications. I mean, I feel like I've been better at this because I used to talk to everyone, man. I used to be a people pleaser. But man, on Snapchat, I talk to like 5 people. I mean, you could go through my Snapchat. I don't talk to many people. And sorry about that. I don't talk to many people on my Snapchat. So it's just an example of something you got to do. I mean, as I said, the telephone is a blessing and a curse. It's something that could really be a great thing to have, and it could be something that's a bad thing to have. And I can, as I was saying before, you can be talking to all your friends and making a good thing, but then sometimes the bad things are you're seeing things you don't want to see, you're always on your phone and stuff like that, and it becomes bad. And I truly believe that's why the phone is a blessing and a curse. When we first got the phone, we were so excited to talk to everyone, like, oh my God, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. And then when you look at your screen time, it's so high up and it's just wasting your time to be disciplined. That's just my biggest problem, I'd say, with me trying to be disciplined. I mean, and I'm trying to become this person that has a vision about how I will look in the future. Hopefully, I am very successful. I'm fit. I have money. I have a great job. I have all these great things, and I'm just trying to build that today. Maybe I'm building a little early. Maybe I'm building a little soon. But something I used to do is when I'm in a gym, I compare myself to everyone, and I still do this sometimes. But once I learned that the only person that's living your life is you, everything kind of changes in your perspective. And I'd say it's a blessing that it can be like that sometimes. Because when people say certain things or people do certain things, it's not going to hit you as much. And I used to be the biggest critic of that. What I mean by critic is I used to fall into that trap all the time. I get a text that maybe came off wrong, my anxiety spikes up. I'm so worried. Am I pleasing this person? Oh my God, what about this? What about that? But I don't get into this often but with me and my religion, but I truly believe I am second. I am second. What does that mean? Is God is first, I am second. And I just started learning this recently about 2 months ago, and I'm really trying to commit to this and try to put myself first because I always was a people pleaser and wanted to help people out. I mean, why am I doing this now is a question I've thought of a lot. And I would say it's never too late to start being disciplined on yourself. It is something I really want to strive for and do. Whether it be too early or too late, it was time to me to finally step up to the plate against Paul Skeens and swing. I really wanted to become a person I was going to be proud of. And I feel like I'm going to do that and I'm going to make progress and it's going to be great. As confidence comes with effort, peace comes from dedication. Confidence comes from effort, as in I'm putting this effort in so later down the line I can be confident in myself because that's confidence is something I feel like I just don't lack. Everyone has. Everyone has a lack of confidence. And that used to be a big critique of mine, especially in my head. I used to be a big mental person with I'm not good enough. I'm not this. My body's not good. But confidence comes with effort. And I'm putting that effort in to become confident. And then my peace that I'm going to receive from being dedicated is something I can't wait to fully have. To be walking, smiling, happy almost all the time. I know things are going to come up here and there, but I'm going to be satisfied that I put this effort in. I'm going to have peace knowing I changed. And to wrap this up, I'm not who I want to be yet. I'm really not. And I feel like everyone listening or hearing this, watching, is not the person they want to be yet. And that's okay. I mean, all you just got to do is stay disciplined and start whenever you can. I prefer if you started today, but I'm becoming the person I want to be every day at one step at a time. I mean, if I had to ask you guys one thing, it's to commit to one thing today, one act, have an action, one promise, and try to build on it each day. Like each day, maybe I'm going to get up at 7 a.m., try it, and then keep building on that and see how far that takes you. See how it becomes more of a habit rather than just kind of a task, I'd say. So that is something I kind of want to challenge you guys to is have one thing that is something that is uncomfortable that you need to do, that you know you need to do, and try starting to do it. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that will conclude this episode of Search for Smiles. Thank you for listening. I'm very excited about where this is going. Next week, I'm going to have a guest on the podcast. You guys will find that out if you follow the Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. But like I said, my name is Dustin, and this has been Search for Smiles. Thank you.